So it turns out different religious perspectives had issue with the Ten Commandments. Like, which ones are which and what they mean. For example, they would take one commandment and turn it into two and bypass the making of idols and graven images. Yeah, that would be the Catholic Church. And then there are additions to encourage certain behaviors towards certain people that weren't originally intended, okay? And we could say Jewish rabbis added teachers to honor your mother and father. But some of their elaborations are, of course, appropriate because they are the speakers of Hebrew. Originally, well, before the scattering of tongues, they were the ones after that reintroduced to original Hebrew because that was actually the language in the heavens and used by all mankind until it got confused and then it was reintroduced exclusively to Abraham. No, it would have been Enoch in written form because man didn't have to know how to write. Writing is spellcasting and usually used to record things that they wouldn't know naturally because it was not part of our creative embodiment. We didn't really have to. We understood everything. Everything was conveyed, everything we needed to know, we knew, but with the sinning, the dumbing down, and the confusing of languages, yeah. So for that reason, original speakers of Hebrew would hand down the sense of a word better than maybe other people. So, there are the 10 divine utterances, also called commandments, also called words, also called statements, also called mitzvot, also called Aseret Hadibrot, also called Aseret Devarim. No, it's because it's not, because there's no before it, but there's one after the D. So it's, we'll see when I try. If I just do it, I'm fine. But Devarim. Okay, number 1. I am your God. There is not me. I'm saying Yahuwah is our God. You have no other God. It is the only entity that can claim El Shaddai. There's no other. It does not. The concept doesn't even exist. Just no. Number 2, you will make no graven images, idols, or worship improperly. Hierarchy, processes. You don't go drunk into the holiest of holies. Aharon's sons learned that one, unfortunately. Yeah. You just don't go to your backyard little bonfire, fireplace thing and toss anything in at any time just because you feel like it or because your neighbor does that on their holy days. So you're going to do that and say that it's for Yahuwah. No. He sets it out. He makes it clear. If he's renewing a covenant, he might change it with a renewed covenant. That's, so all things into consideration. Number 3, you shall not take his name in vain. Everybody's always like, people say, oh, Jesus Christ, I took his name in vain. You took it. Do not use it vainly. Do not swear an oath by it. Swear no oath. No oath. Not even by Yahuwah's name, because you don't know if Yahuwah's get like, I swear to you, I will do this. Yahuwah can take your life before you get that done. Like, what'd you swear? What'd you make a vow? What did you make a vow on? With it? Oh, so you used, I swear on my mother's grave, you used your mother's resting soul as collateral, that if you don't fulfill this oath, this swearing, this vow, that your mother gets destroyed along with you. Really? Do you have the power or authority to do that? No, you don't. And it is really by our own power and authority that we do anything. So, yes, do not make a vow by his name. Do not use it in vain, like saying, I have a message from the Lord, and this is the holy word. In his name, I do declare. Like, no. Like, you'll see me, I'll be rambling on, and I'll be like, okay, wait, I'm pretty sure that one's from Yahuwah, because that did not, okay. But if I just sat there and said, okay, I'm going to give you a bunch of messages from Yahuwah, and then run my mouth on every and anything on every sort of way, and like, all right, that is your word from Yahuwah today. No. So, because I've had experience as a conscious channeler in oneness, expressing things, wanting to be shared with people, I understand this on a very intimate level. So, you would not say you were channeling a spirit that you did not channel. Like, no. So that's, to me, that was like the biggest meaning for it. But, no, don't. Just honor, respect, and amen. That's all. In every way, shape, and form. On every level you can conceive of. The name. Sacred. Set apart for specific uses. Otherwise, zip it. So, number 4. Keep the Sabbath and sacred times. Like the feast, the holy days. As I said, if you want it to go well for you, you want the rain to come in its season, you want the sun in its season, you want the cool in its season, your crops to grow, your vacation plans to work out, you have to keep all the observances. This puts you in a parallel reality to everybody else's. It is the opening of portals and things like that. That's how important these things are. Like, I'm even in awe. My soul is still having a hard time embodying the sheer significance and impact of this. So, don't do it vainly. Don't take it as, oh, yeah. I want to be one of Yahuwah's people. Yeah. That is taking it in vain. Yeah. And then you start wearing it and saying it. And no. It is not an accessory, darling. No, it is not. It's not an accessory. Okay. Again, honor thy father and mother. Of course, honor those who have gone ahead of you. Honor those with more understanding, more experience, more knowledge. Like, even if somebody doesn't have the knowledge or the understanding or the wisdom in how to use the knowledge that they have, I will respect and honor that they're doing all that research. Like, you see me, I'm foraging from everywhere. And I give all due respect and express appreciation. Thank you for this. Thank you for all of it. To me, it's just natural. But some of you need to hear it. But teachers, again, like Yahusha said, call nobody rabbi or teacher, because that's what rabbi or rabbi or Revi means. And scripture does say, I will write it in their hearts and minds. And no one will have to teach their brother, their neighbor. They will not have to explain things. So if it's written on your heart and mind, I am not your teacher. I'm going to say something. It's going to resonate with you and you'll be like, whoa, yeah. Or I'm going to say something and it's off and you're going to be like, okay, no, she ain't there yet. You shall not kill or cause physical harm. Like, it's just natural that that would be included. Like, and don't forget the original Hebrew words used, they're going to put one word to put in there, but that original Hebrew word could mean all these different things. And so that's why it's expanded upon when you go to somebody who is more educated, more knowledgeable about Hebrew and what each word meant. Because each word was a series of symbols, and those symbols can mean several things. Therefore, what order the symbols are in, little nuances to the symbols, all expand on exactly what that means. For example, key. There's two different keys, terms for key. One is, looks a lot like, I don't have any keys for anything. Oh, yeah, I do, but I'm not going to pull them out. For the camper. So it's like a prong thing. You stick it in there, it releases bearings, and something can be unlocked. The other one is for key, like we understand key, or a tool used to break a seal on a scroll. So that's why, okay, well, which term was used? In what sense was it used? This is how you get the meaning of it. Because one means opening the floodgates, the water of wisdom and knowledge and all of that. And the other one means the authority to open the scrolls, the knowledge, and all of that. So that's why you can expand on certain ones, like honor thy father and mother. That means honor everybody worthy of honor. Shall not kill could mean cause physical harm. Shall not commit adultery. Well, that includes all kinds of sexual immorality. You're violating your marriage before you even get into it. Like, science is even showing. They'll draw a woman's blood, and every man that she's had sex with in the last 7 years, their DNA is going to show up in that sample of blood. So, basically, you're bringing all that DNA to a marriage where only his DNA is to be shared with your DNA, and you become one body. Instead, you're marrying and becoming one body with whatever baggage she brought into it. So you're becoming like however many, 10 into one body. You're creating one body of a variety of people. And don't forget, you're sharing that body, that DNA, with your children, your parents, your brothers, your sisters, your grandparents, and all of their offspring and all of their lovers. I think we got enough bodies involved, just keeping it, in proper marriage balance. That's enough bodies to bring into one body, right? Shall not steal. That means kidnap, obtained by deceit. improper business practices, jacking up prices to get more money out of somebody. Like, exchange was used like, okay, I know you can't use my cows, but cows are all that I have. Go trade the cow for some coin. Here, you could trade the coin for anything because you don't want one of my cows, but I really need what you have. And I know taking what you have will deprive you in some way, shape, or form. Like, you need a goat, so I don't have a goat, but I have a coin you could go change for a goat. That's kind of how it goes. That's the only reason why money exists. And for traveling long distances, you don't have to take all your cattle with you. Let them pick the best one and then haul all the cattle back. It was for ease of exchange. Especially if somebody's going on for gifting, somebody's going on a journey and you don't know what they're going to need. You give them coins so that they can exchange that for what they need along the way. You go on vacation, you don't know what's the weather going to be like. You pick winter, fall, summer, and spring clothing, and you just bring it all with you, right? A lot of people do. Or you just bring your wallet and credit card. Okay, so any means. Usury, charging usury, no, that means interest. You do not charge interest. Okay, that's stealing. You made an agreement. I will give you this in exchange for this much. When you get that much, the agreement is met. Charging usury is a form of theft in the eyes of Yahuwah. And that is why, little known secret, a Jewish man can go to a bank and say, by the way, I'm Jewish. And their loan discussion takes place in a back room where they are not charged interest. They are not charged usury. Yeah, little known. Okay, so stealing includes kidnapping. You're not going to go steal somebody's daughter away. You're going to get proper permission to marry and things like that. Because the authority, she has to honor her father and mother above all else. And if her father and mother say no, then there you go. Wherever there's strong opposition, it's not appropriate. Just use that as a guide. Woo, a bunch of people are opposing that. Okay, I might need to go change something about myself and then bring it to the table later. Shall not bear false witness or use abusive speech. Obviously, your mouth is a weapon. It creates sound. We have sound weapons now. Same thing. Use it respectfully, gently. Regulate it according to what's appropriate with wisdom, love, and justice. These are the tones. And if it's absolutely just that you ream somebody a good one, then that's appropriate. But bearing false witness, calling people names, oh, I heard, but you don't know if it's true or not. You don't even know if you're bearing false witness or not. And shall not covet. Now you'll notice that means long for, wish you had, want something that is not yours. It's one thing to say, oh wow, that's a beautiful house. I would like to have a house like that one day. But I would change this and I would change that. And you go and you design your own house. That's not coveting. Coveting is saying, what can I do to get that particular house from that person? What can I do to get that person alone? What can I do to needle my way into a family so I feel like I'm the mother of those children? How can I get the state to take children away from these parents? Oh, you see it all the time. And I didn't even know it until I became familiar with people. Like, wow. So, and you will see, it is not agreed upon that those are the 10 utterances, commandments, divine statements, mitzvahs. Because those who didn't want to include idols because they are idolaters went ahead and said number 10 is, thou shalt not covet your neighbor's wife. We already have adultery covered there. And we already have coveting there. Why would there be... Okay? Trickery. And then, again, take into perspective everything. I mean, we could break it down to more than that, if we're going to break down each statement. But that's a general understanding that I have. And what fun. Woo-wee. Weeding out, like, just Google, like, what are the 10 commandments? And it will show up different according to which religious organization. And then you go to the Bible, and it's broken up with, specifics. Each statement is broken up. And so to narrow it down, it's just basically what humanity did to make it convenient. Just like numbering the scriptures with chapters and verses. And you'll notice when you read in it, in the middle of a sentence, it'll start a new chapter so that what comes at the beginning, if somebody starts reading there, it can be taken completely out of context. There was trickery even in that. Like, wow, okay. But hey, people introduce confusion. Other people say, yeah, I want to go along with that confusion. Yahuwah is not the author of confusion, but if you choose confusion, he'll back that. Sure, that's what you want to believe. Blinders for everybody. What color do you want? Like scales? Do you want like this kind of blinders? Like you want color blindness? Just tell me what you need. As long as you feel good. And don't say my name. Keep my name out your mouth. Okay, yeah, what an adventure. The 10 Commandments.